decade? 1960s, 1990s, 2000s. So first you got to know what is the game show currently hosted by Leslie Jones, and then you have to know when did that show originally premiere. I mean, y'all know game shows, right? You clearly love trivia, so I would guess that this would be a question that is easy for you. So far we got about 43% saying the 60s, we got 40% saying the 90s, and we've got 16% saying 2000s. This is pretty close. This is a pretty close one. We'll give you about 5 more seconds to weigh in here. What do you think it is? Game show currently hosted by Leslie Jones, originally premiered in what decade? Do we know the name of the game show? This is a fun one. This is a fun one to watch and play along with from home. I definitely like it. And she's a great host, super funny. Definitely better than me. So maybe we can get Leslie in here hosting at some point. All right, I'm gonna call it, it's a tie though. 60s and 90s, y'all need my help tonight. The correct answer is the 1960s. It's the 1960s, it's Supermarket Sweep. It's a very special day today, Display Bees. Don't believe me? Look up. It is Worldwide Howl at the Moon Day. Howl! I guess this is in preparation for Halloween. Speaking of which, don't miss our theme game this Friday. But seriously, where was this holiday when I was growing up? In fact, where were any of these holidays 10 years ago? I feel like every year someone just takes a calendar out, starts coming up with 5 random things to celebrate each day, and then publishes the list. Whose job is that? Honestly, that would be a great side hustle for me. I would make a Take Your Cat to Work Day and definitely a National Trivia Host Appreciation Day. But I know that even though we don't officially have a day that commemorates me doing this job, you all appreciate me, right? Right? Because I mean, I could not host this game. Yeah, that's what I like to see. Okay, so here's how it works. 10 questions requiring 10 answers. You have 10 seconds to tap, and there is no going back. If you miss one, you do not get a piece of the $500 jackpot. Another thing that'll stop you from getting that jackpot is if your display profile isn't filled out with a photo and all right? You got to do that stuff to claim your winnings. And here's one more tip. If you're new to the app or a veteran, everyone's welcome. Come and hang with me before the trivia show every weeknight for a little pre-show. We talk about the app, feature cool content, and give away a trivia answer. But that is enough talking for now. It's time for display trivia. Question 1. In recent years, which of these has gotten attention as a pizza crust alternative? Cauliflower, jelly beans, oatmeal. In recent years, which of these has gotten attention as a pizza crust alternative? Cauliflower, jelly beans, oatmeal. Personally, I am really excited to see this food branching out, especially after a long history of some pretty negative public opinion talk. Talk about a rebrand. Billie Eilish has got nothing on this food. She dyed her hair platinum blonde, but this food? It went from being a pretty bland old veggie to quite the shapeshifter. It's made itself into rice, bread, chips, really anything you can think of. But its best role yet? Well, I gotta say, it's pizza crust! Sure, real bread is always the best, but cover anything with enough cheese and a little sauce, and I am sure you've got a winner. Question 2. Complete the following English language idiom. The straw that broke the camel's will, the straw that broke the camel's habit, the straw that broke the camel's back. Which of those is the correct English language idiom? Amazing that something so tiny, a straw, could break the camel's anything. I mean, although a lot of plastic straws getting stuck in turtle nostrils and whale blowholes these days. I guess we should give straws a little more credit when it comes to inflicting serious injury. One thing is for sure, I can guarantee the straw that got this camel was not one of those wimpy little paper straws. Love what they do for the environment, don't love what they do to my seltzer water. They say we're consuming a credit card's worth of microplastics a week, but every time I drink something out of a paper straw, I think I slurp up about half of it. But the part of the camel the straw broke was its back. Question 3. A fedora is a specific style of what kind of clothing? A belt, a hat, a jacket. A fedora is a specific style of what kind of clothing? A belt, a hat, a jacket. Fedoras get a bad rap, but will they ever be one of those trends that comes back as ironically cool, but then it actually becomes cool? Like tiny sunglasses or ugly sneakers. Oh dang, I didn't break news here, right? We all know those sneakers are really ugly. Okay, good, just checking. And yeah, the tiny sunglasses are fun, but all look like you're just extras in the Matrix 4. Personally, I don't think fedoras will ever make a comeback in this way, but I'd love to be proven wrong. A fedora is a piece of headwear, and my hat's off to you if you got it right. Question 4. Molten rock that has fully exited the mouth of a volcano is called what? Lava, magma, tar. Molten rock that has fully exited the mouth of a volcano is called what? Lava, magma, tar. We hear all this talk about mouths of the volcano, but what about the ears of the volcano? Hey volcanoes, you're doing a heck of a lot of talking, but what about listening, huh? Look, you are literally spewing. Give someone else a chance to speak. Yes, Ocean Trench, you were saying? Time's up, volcanoes, okay? It's time to check your privilege. Just because you're always loudest doesn't mean you're always right. Guys, I think I just dunked on volcanoes. Magma is the name for molten rock within the Earth's crust, but lava is the name we give it once it's shot out of the ground. Don't you love learning new things? Question 5. Which Latin phrase is typically used to mean and so forth, etc., per capita, de facto? Which Latin phrase is typically used to mean and so forth, etc., per capita, de facto? Pro tip, want to sound smarter than you actually are? Throw some Latin phrases into your everyday speech. It's okay you don't know what they mean because, newsflash, neither does anybody else. They just think, oh dude, that guy really knows his stuff. He just said something in Latin. The only Latin I speak? Pig Latin, because I'm not worried about sounding smart. I'm worried about sounding cool. You dig, daddy-os? The only thing cooler than being cool is ice cold, and the only thing better than sounding smart